Hi guys, I'm Gianna Lightworker from GiannaLightworker.com, and I'm a psychic, life coach, and law of attraction. One of the most detrimental things we can do in a relationship, romantic or whatever kind of relationship it may be, is being too responsible for another person's feelings and not knowing what is yours to deal with and what's the other person's to deal with. A lot of kids are raised, and I know I was raised like this, and you were, like that. Oh, do this, do this, do this, do this, don't do that, and it's like, oh, do this to make me happy, do this to, like, please me, and instead of kind of following your own inspiration, like following your own path and your own feelings and kind of being forced to compromise your own feelings to please somebody else. And that's kind of a lot of the way how people are raised and, like, how they're taught to be.
Yeah, like parents want you to make them happy.
And we learn
instead
that.
of, just being happy that you're who you are.
And kind of allowing each other to be this, like, balance.
So then we think that other people are supposed to make us happy. Like, when I am around you, I want to feel good, so you have to do these things. And if you don't do these things and I don't feel good, then it's your fault and not mine.
Yeah, and we get
we're brainwashed.
Yeah, society teaches us, like, to put a lot of people, like, to hold others responsible for your feelings, like, way too much.
But the whole time we are told what to do, there's this amazing, powerful, beautiful inner guidance system within us, leading us to all our beautiful hopes and dreams. And if we follow that, inspiration,
we're not going to need somebody to tell us what to do, because we're going to be so aligned with ourselves. And if we're all, like, so aligned with ourselves, we're not going to have these conflicts in our world, because we're not going to have that internal conflict going on.
Exactly.
When we ignore our inner guidance too much and are overly responsible for other people's feelings, this causes and leads to codependence and leads to a lot of resentment. We're so resentful towards our parents.
Which is why, parents' issues kind of, like, haunt the planet,
Yeah, that's a big part of it,
Because we are still so resentful to people.
And that's how we can get, like, from what I've noticed, is, like, people can get really resentful towards their spouses and, like, boyfriends and girlfriends, because they're expecting them to make them happy, and they're like making them responsible for their feelings.
Yeah, like, that's why stand-up comedy is so boring when they talk about, like the guy will go and, like, oh, take my wife, and everybody's like, haha, yeah, wives are stupid, and you know what I'm saying? It's because that guy's an idiot and he doesn't know how to take responsibility for his own being and his own feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knowing what's yours and what's the other person's to deal with, ultimately.
Yeah, because wives are amazing and love is beautiful, but when you start to put your shit on others and expect other people to do what you want them to do,
when they're kind of, like, on their own path dealing with their stuff, that's when things get, like, wonky. So you have to be aware of yourself and aware of your issues, and be aware of
you don't have to be. It's just better to be that.
And be aware of what's yours and what's the other person's, and deal with your issues. And now, are you projecting your issues right now that you just need to deal with? And are you making other people responsible for the issues that are ultimately yours to clean up and clear up and deal with? And from that place, listen to your inner guidance. And, some people think that listening to your inner guidance and just kind of living your life for you is kind of selfish, and but it's not really selfish to be selfish, to teach other people to kind of be responsible for themselves and give them the gift of, true sustainable happiness isn't selfish at all. It is a gift. Don't you agree?
Yeah. You gotta be selfish.
Gotta be selfish.
But it's not, like, selfish, like, I don't know, there's all these, like, boundaries and balances. When you're listening to your inner guidance, you get it. Like, we could sit here and tell you all this shit, like, oh, well, on Friday, don't go to the beach, or Thursday, it's
or
all
if
about...
they're doing this, then that doesn't count. Or
Yeah, like blah, 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 all these rules and all this bullshit. But really all it comes down to is knowing yourself and knowing who you are. Knowing what you love and knowing what you want and knowing what you desire. Keep listening to who you are and feel.
And not that you're completely on your own and that people aren't going to help you and guide you, but just kind of knowing that the key to really sustainable, awesome relationships and sustainable happiness is not being too responsible for other people's feelings. And being mainly responsible for your own, being like ultimately responsible for your own.
Yeah, like I love Gianna so much and I want her to be happy. But I have to make myself happy first, because if I make myself happy, it's a lot easier to make her happy. Because I'm happy. It's a lot easier to make someone happy from a happy place.
And you don't really take things, when you're like really happy, you don't really take things, like other people's unhappiness as personally. You don't really like take it on. It's a lot easier to not take it on.
Yeah. It's a lot easier to just relax and have a good time and have fun and love people and enjoy yourself and enjoy life.
Yeah. So we hope that helps, and if you have any questions, comments, leave them below. Subscribe to my channel, and if you want to book a session with me, go to my website. The link is in the description.
Or if you want to book a session with me, just take a lot of deep breaths and I'll be there. My name's Justin Blackburn. You can find me on things maybe.
Meditate on it.
You're awesome. Keep being you. You're great.
Love you guys.